There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Houston Cougars, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the TCU Horned Frogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. So TCU's offense will have the football first. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time out.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could tell that he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got his man in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a 1st down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fakes to grab. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Snap to the back. Creates a little space. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. And the offense went right back to their man, and this time the defense was ready to stop him.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they at the 21.
This offense came out of the tunnel red hot in the opening drive of the game. They get it all the way down close inside the opponent's goal line, and on 2nd down now, you're going the wrong way. Not good enough up front protecting the quarterback. It's a
into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Houston's offense will go to work for the first time today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Caught behind the line. It's Avila. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Mueller. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong, only called on twice in the victory last week. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And he's got it inside the 35. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. Got him downfield. Touchdown, TCU! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Mueller. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Avila. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The RPO, it's complete. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a 1st down.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Takes the handoff. It's Heath. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And the Horned Frogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Fires to the middle. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous.
Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Yeah, how about that, man? Fourth down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board. And that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick, and not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The Horned Frogs can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Turning it on! They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Horned Frogs have this offense rolling. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground.
Turning on the Jets. He's at the 10. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right.
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Wants to throw. It's Mueller. Looking for a big gain. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The hand to the running back. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Skips away from pressure. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Finley. Jumped on top of the pile. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The offense changing the play. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Bears the pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And this one splits the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Back to throw, it's Mueller. Plucks it out of the air. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Soft spot in the middle. There he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Cougars! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll run the option. Quick toss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
The Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Good timing on the quick out. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Buys a little time. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back has it. Oh, he's got a chance. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth.
And the Horned Frogs will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. To the air, it's Mueller. Here's a heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Working on the right.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Looking downfield on first down. He's got him. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Houston wants to play fast.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Got enough for the first down. Touchdown, Houston. And the comeback is on. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. The give to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the snap, it's Harris. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Let's see what he can do with it. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. The Houston offense comes onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Back to throw, it's Mueller. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, Houston! Hello! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start this drive going to the air. Complete to the right. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. From the gun, running back on the move.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Gets it out quickly. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows.
Oh, he's got some space. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Got the quick pass. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his...
Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to throw, it's Mueller. It's complete on the right side. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Oh, what a cut! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Cougars want to move quickly.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job in the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Snagged out of the air. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. Hunt is on its way. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. They'll go with a direct snap. Found some space and crosses the 10 out to the 11. It's a pickup of 6.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake.
Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to buy time. He'll pull it down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
To the air on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Keith. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Now on 2nd down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. He's looking to throw. He's got the tight end. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He makes the grab. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory there down at the 43-yard line.
And how about this offense, man? They put the ball in the hands of the guy they trust the most. 4th down, need a conversion. You're wanting to salt this clock away. You want this game to end with you guys possessing the football. Big 4th down conversion.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Defense played the wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
And the Horned Frogs will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, TCU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking for a man. It's Mueller. Makes the grab on the left. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Second down, he'll throw it. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And that is a play you've got to make as the defender. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got a chance to secure the win with the interception, and you put it on the ground. Missed opportunity.
Makes the grab. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
You know, I think at this situation in the game, trailing like they are with only a couple minutes to go, short throws aren't going to get it done. You're going to have to be a lot more aggressive and start taking chances if you want to give yourself a chance to win this game.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Pocket breaking down. He wants a big play here late. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
The clock is at 40 seconds. They'll line up for the onside kick and try to save themselves in the waning moments.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the